Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. This was a 2-cup coffee kind of day, you guys. Our weather in Ohio finally is acting like fall. And those of you with chronic illness know your bodies don't like it when the weather gets colder. The hot flashes like it. So, say hi to Harley. Harley, what are you doing? I had a major hot flash at 3:33 this morning. So because I had to get up then, go to the bathroom, lay on top of the blankets for a little bit, she decided that she should eat at 3:33 in the morning. So I only fed her half of what she normally gets in the morning. And then when I got back up at regular time at 6:30, I fed her the other half. But now she thinks I haven't fed her enough because she ate in the middle of the night. So if you guys saw my haul from the flea market, which that was so surprising. Oh, Bree, that's awful. I managed to avoid that when everyone else here in the apartment got sick. I did not, but I probably washed my hands like 50 times a day. Kept wiping everything down with Clorox wipes. It was really surprising to me to get so much good jewelry at the flea market this time. Because a couple times ago when I went, I was specifically looking for jewelry and found none. So you just never know what people are going to have. You just never know. So loved that I found jewelry. But I had found what I thought were probably shoe clips. And she had just thrown them in with some of the other jewelry because they don't have their matching set. And here's the clip part. So I found that one. And then I found this one, which is super pretty. And it has that same kind of clip, which this clip is different than I have older shoe clips. And this kind of clip is different than anything else I have, but I think that they're shoe clips. Although if you go on eBay right now, you will find these listed as clip-on earrings. But I don't know how you would do that. And here's what's crazy is I have the clip-on earrings that match this that I think is a shoe clip. I have this set, and these have actual clips on the back because they are clip-on earrings. I have this set, and then I have this set. Maybe if you had a knot in it, you could scarf clip it. I put it on my shoe, and it actually fit great and didn't move. But Roxanne said you could use it as a hat clip. So I pulled out, I was going to wear it this morning, but then had a hot flash and knew that there was no way I could wear something that was going to hold the heat in on my head. But this isn't the right band for this. They're too loose on here. But how cute would that be on a hat because this is sewn down, so I can't attach them from up here. But I love Roxanne's idea for these. I was just going to toss them into my, huge thing of jewelry that someday I'm going to craft with. Just haven't yet. And then Roxanne said that, and I'm like, that's a fantastic idea. I love that idea. So now these are my hat clips. I'm not a scarf person either, especially with the hot flashes, but I might try that and just see because look, it'll clip down over material. So I would think that, yeah, it would clip down through a scarf if you had it knotted. But if you didn't see my haul yesterday, which I didn't get up on Monday because of technical difficulties, but I had found this bracelet for myself. And you guys, it's magnetic. Why are not all bracelets made magnetic? I mean, seriously, I have so many problems getting bracelets on, but if they were all just magnetic, boom, then it's on. Good morning, Diane. And then I had found this brooch, which you can't see the blue stones, but it's got a line of blue stones, and it was unmarked, so, you know, nothing fancy. But it was in a bag with other things, so I kept that for myself. And I had earrings that are the same style. And most of my jewelry, over 75% of my jewelry is like silver tone. And yeah, I actually have some, Diane, but because my mom and I bought some and then split them so that we each could put them on our bracelets. But to have it already just built in, I mean, that's fantastic. Anyway, most of my jewelry is silver tone. And so to find gold tone earrings that actually match the brooch, I was thrilled about that. So I was able to do a nice little gold tone look today. Even got a ring that's got blue in it. So had a interesting time at the flea market. Also, oh, you guys, I know we talk often about the price of things, but I live about a half hour away from Worcester, Ohio. Hi, Marcy. And my niece and I, back in 2021, 2020, we used to go all the time. After everything opened back up, we used to go all the time just to get out of town. And they have this fantastic little antique store that's just jam-packed, lovely to go in. The people that run the booths are super nice and just love to hang out and chat with you if they're in there replenishing their booth. And just every experience about it is great. And then right next door, in the same strip of buildings, so like they share a wall, right next door is this very large, kind of an upper class thrift store. But I found some great items there for myself and for resale. And then if you go down and cross an alley back behind, it's actually run by the same people. There's another one where they have like the larger pieces of furniture and things like that. And I haven't found as much in there, but it's always fun to walk through. Well, I had to take Dad to his appointment last week, and it just happened to be in Worcester. And I didn't think that he would feel up to. I thought we'd just have to come back home and let him lay down. Turned out they couldn't do what needed to be done, so he's got to make a different appointment. But he offered to take Mom and I out to eat. The restaurant that we picked was right down the street from this antique store and this thrift store. So while they're still finishing up paying and stuff at the restaurant, I walk ahead so that I could go into the thrift store, pick up some things for resale, right? I do a circuit through the whole thing, and their prices are at what I would sell it to you or higher on everything. And they had more clear glass than I have ever seen before. Now, I know it's been at least a year since I've been in there, but so much clear glass. And if you've been in an antique store lately, you know that's a ton of clear glass and crystal in antique stores too. Everybody has purchased the colored glass, and it is so hard to find now. But I was so discouraged. And Mom and Dad still hadn't shown up down there yet. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go into the antique store. And I called my mom. Well, they had gone into the antique store first and went in there. The exact same things were $1 to $2 cheaper in the antique store than they were at the thrift store. Like specifically the Fenton cat shoes. They were $12 and $13 at the thrift store, and they were $9 to $11 at the antique store. Same with the little bit of uranium glass that I had seen over at the thrift store. It was cheaper at the antique store. I don't know what thrift stores think they're doing, but come on, when I can go next door to an antique store and buy it cheaper, your prices are too high. They're too high. You're a thrift store. People donated this to you. Ugh, so frustrating. But at least I know not to waste my money driving back there again unless I just want to window shop, which I don't have the energy for window shopping. Good morning, Kim. I'm okay-ish. Because the other thing that happened, not to bring you guys down, but this is what I'm dealing with. My daughter's boyfriend has to have surgery, and it's a 2-week recovery time. And because finances are the way they are and PTO is the way it is, they are scheduling it for the week before Christmas. So literally 7 days before Christmas, he's having the surgery so that he can have, most of the days he would be off would be the holiday. He would be off from work anyway. So he's not using up time that he doesn't have to take off. So I'm not going to be able to go for Christmas, which I'm so upset about. I'm trying to just remind myself it doesn't matter. But I have been so spoiled the last 3 years because I have gotten to go out of town to her house and spend Christmas with her. And just, was it 3 years or 2 years? Christmas 23, Christmas 22, Christmas 21. Yeah, 3 years. And not be here. And when you're chronically ill, it is so hard to get through the holidays because you don't want to disappoint people and you don't want to upset somebody, but you never know if you go to one thing, if it's going to wipe you out. You're not going to be able to go to 3 other things that you've been invited to. You're not going to be able to show up for certain family members when you showed up, when you still had some energy before you had a flare up. So I've been able to avoid that for the last 3 years. I just go to my daughter's and I'm out of town. I was supposed to go for 4 days. I was going to go up on the 23rd and come back on the 26th. And then I wouldn't be here disappointing anybody that I didn't show up to their Christmas, but I showed up to somebody else's. Didn't have to take part in any planning. And going to her place is like an extension of my things because she has taken so much decor, or I bought it for her, ornaments, or mine and her grandmother's and her great grandmother's that I passed on to her. So being in her home is just comfortable and it's just lovely, and she's my favorite person in the world. So while I completely 100% understand that he's going to be recovering from surgery, she's picking up extra hours at her job to cover him being off, and they have to do it over the holidays so that he's not got days counted against him from being off. It's still so disappointing. So disappointing. Also, the last 3 years were a nice break because I was a single mom from the time my youngest was born, and he turned 18 in 2020. So for 18 years, I was completely in charge of the magic of Christmas. Also, I'm the oldest daughter in my family. Of my siblings, I'm the oldest. So I was always planning like the group present, and making sure this person was bringing this and this person was bringing that to the family Christmas, and planning the Christmas party. And it was a lot of planning. So the last 3 years, I have just had the loveliest break. After 18 years of being in charge of everything and everybody, I was just able to go, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to be out of town. You guys will have to plan that without me. Now, my sister here, she has all kinds. They do the best food. They play the same games that I would have played with my daughter and her boyfriend. And so we're going to have a blast. her daughters will be here. Her adult daughters will be here. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. But then I'll feel the guilt of not showing up to other family members that I don't live with and trying to raise. And everybody's like, well, you could just stop by. It takes so much energy to even leave the house. Ugh. But it's okay. It's okay. I understand. Just a little heartbroken. I'll get over it. Did you guys see my cup? Thrifted it. This is the color of my, I'm not doing a thumbs down. This is the color of my refrigerator, if you guys remember. So love that. And I did get myself a little advent calendar to start on the 1st. I'll post pictures on Instagram. This is a little fidget toy. Hi, Nancy. Thanks, Marcy. Little fidget toy advent calendar. So pick that up for myself. Also, I have one more thing, and then we'll get into the sale. Who here reads ebooks? Does anybody read ebooks like I do? Used to be, I would not read an ebook. I kept a couple on my phone if I like got stuck at one of the kids' appointments or something, but I did not. I liked a physical book in my hands. So I read tons of ebooks. It's just that my phone sometimes is lighter than like a big book and just easier. So I have followed a bunch of people on TikTok who read books and let you know about free books. So right now there is a Black Readers Appreciation event going on online, and it is Black authors, over 400. And I'll type the website in. Yeah, Tiger. We missed out on the cat one. My nieces were trying to get the cat one. It dropped it at Wednesday last week, and it was already sold out when they got there. The dog one was still there, but the cat one was gone. So you can look this up and just download free books. And I like this event because they have everything from science fiction to fantasy to romance to like self-help kind of books. There were some devotionals on there. There were actually children's books, books of poetry. I picked up 2 new books of poetry. So they had so many categories. So I'm going to type the website in here. And when you go to the website, you just go to the menu. No, do not autocorrect me. And you go to the drop-down menu, and it'll say free books. Now, yesterday was the first day of it. It runs through the 16th, and there were some books whose links weren't working, which last night she updated on TikTok and said that should be fixed today. And then there were a couple of authors who had not been able to get their books to free. Always check to make sure it's free before you click buy. Most of them go through Amazon, and you just download them. And you don't have to have a Kindle. You can have the Kindle app on your phone, which is free, which is what I do. Some of them did offer other websites. I downloaded a couple to, I think, my Apple iBooks app. So, okay, so great website. So there's the website. And the books are supposed to be, don't forget the Ray, so that's Black Reader Appreciation Event website. And then if it goes through to Amazon, you want to skip where it says Kindle Unlimited and go down to where it says buy for free, and you want to click that button, and then it will automatically download to your Kindle app if you have a Kindle app. There's also a sci-fi book blast tomorrow, I think. So if anybody reads science fiction, you can message me and I can send you that link too. And then I think on the 16th, or is it the 18th, there's Audible's doing a free one, and There was one other that was going on. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work from the chat, Catherine. I'll have to make a little video about the other ones and put it up later because I've got all that information saved on my phone and that's where I'm at right now. It's BRAE.website. And I actually typed it in this morning to make sure it was still coming up that way. Okay. And, you know, the nice thing about this is that if you don't know, a lot of Black authors do not get pushed out by Amazon when they have written a book. It's just the way it is. They will push out the white authors, but not the Black authors. They also don't push out the indie authors or people that write queer books. And so I follow some of these authors that took part in this, and they, because they offered one free book, their standing on Amazon had just gone, and the one author, she was just in tears. She's like, this is just, I don't even have words. This is so amazing. So it's an opportunity to find a fabulous new author and get free books and, you know, support an author that does not get pushed out to the general public as much. So plus over 400 authors took part. That is a lot of free books. I downloaded 83 yesterday. Some of them I already had. And then I was going to go back through today and see if any of the ones that weren't free yesterday were free today. Catherine, that's awesome. So I'm going to make a note so that later on I remember to make a little video and post it on here about the other free events. The Audible one, that's a really good deal to get free Audible books. I think I've listened to one, maybe two books, but at some point my eyesight's going to get so bad I will need to listen to books. So I do look at that one and maybe download some. Oh, I love that, Catherine. Okay, so we are going to get into the sale. A lot of jewelry today because that's what I picked up. So first up, we have the crystal ring holder. You've seen this one before, so this time it did take a markdown. It's this size. And today it is just $6. No chips, no cracks. $6, number 98. And then our first piece of jewelry today. And what's weird is my phone focuses better when I'm making a video than it does when I'm on StreamYard. So my jewelry focusing not so good. This is really interesting because these are matte AB beads. So they have this flash when they catch the light, but they're matte. And then in between, you've got just a clear bead in between each. Here is the clasp. And I never remember with jewelry. Hi, Kathy. I saw Kathy is doing a Christmas sale with Picasso Cat tomorrow. So 4 inches. That would make the length 8 inches. And I don't remember. I don't think I tried this one on. Let me see what this one is. Oh, so they're the same length. And it is $6, number 48. $6, number 48. Yeah, I hear that, Marcy. I have barely even been out to like regular stores because I love Christmas stuff so much and I don't have the money to buy any. And I get really tempted if I go out. Next up is this a darling, darling, darling folk art Santa. He's got this long hat and a bell on the end of the hat, and then he's holding a bell. I love his face. It looks hand painted. And then, of course, his curly beard. Here's the back of him. And he is 8¼ inches tall. And he is $6, number 95. Oh, I know. Walmart this year did a pink, red, and white theme, which I love. That's my style. And I told my daughter about it. And she's like, oh, Mom, I'm seeing that everywhere. Pink, red, and white. Love it, love it, love it. Next up is this cowgirl angel brooch. This is also a pendant. So I hope you can see that. Yeah, I was there for packing paper, Kathy. And I walked out with 0 Christmas. Just got my packing paper. So little cowgirl, just over 2 inches tall. So cowgirl angel and these mixed metals. And the pin back does work. And it is $8, number 85. $8, number 85. Me too, Marcy. We've got this little made in Japan figurine. Little child in the snow holding a bird. Here's the made in Japan sticker right there. Parma by AAI. That was a new one for me. I had not heard of that one. She's this big. Almost 3½ inches tall. And almost 3½ inches wide. Or long. Whatever. Very good condition. And probably this would have been a set. There would have been 2 of them. Or maybe even 3. Because that's usually how they came. But she's flying solo. $8, number 89. $8, number 89. Now, next week, I will not be live as long as everything goes the way it's supposed to be. I'll be out of town with my mom. She's having a procedure done. If the plan is to put up at least one static sale that'll run through next week. So be looking for that. I don't have a live setup at this time. So try to be flexible in case things happen, but I should not be here next week. But I will be back the next week and we'll have a little hangout before Thanksgiving. Next up, you've seen this one before, so it's taken a markdown this week. It is the blue glass sun catcher with a cherub type figurine, or figure, not figurine, figure on the center here. And this one is marked PSNC, which I could not figure out what company made this. It's in the Blanco style, but it is not Blanco. And it's a nice size. 4¼ inches. And it's taken a markdown to $8, number 80. $8, number 80. And don't forget, any orders between now until I run out, will get a free Christmas ornament. We unboxed those last week. That was fun. Next, we've got a flower brooch. It's enameled. It's got a Y back. And it does have some of the enamel has worn off right here. Not that you would ever see it, but just so you know. And a lot of times those are where these break off, I've noticed. And this is a nice size. It is 3 inches. Yeah, it is. $8, number 55. $8, number 55. And as I mentioned in my haul video, I do take the time to clean these. So like I've got a little blush brush so I can get the dust out of these. I've got a can of air. I do wipe down all of the pin backs with rubbing alcohol, just in case somebody stuck themselves with it and bled on it. So I do clean everything to the best of my ability. I don't submerge everything because that would ruin the finish on some stuff, but I do try and clean everything. We've got the Larry's Butcher Shop ashtray again. So did anybody look this up 2 weeks ago on eBay to see what crazy price they were asking for it on eBay? No chips, no cracks. We do have wear to the red around here because this is put on the bottom, not here. So over time, it has worn off some of that red. And this is a little ashtray, little personal ashtray. And it's taken a markdown to $8, number 83. $8, number 83. Got a Santa brooch. I have this exact one, but this one's in better shape than mine because the pin back on mine's kind of bent. And I bought it. I don't remember who I bought it from, but I bought it a few years ago. Fell in love with it. I wear it every Christmas. And it's unmarked, 2 1/4 inches. I think he's delightful. $10, number 1. $10, number 1. And my other Christmas brooch, this one is Jerry's. It's signed Jerry's. And it is a deer. It's just such a classic one. The Jerry's is in here. Not that you can see, but it's in there. It says Jerry's. And that's the back of the pen. And it is $10 as well. Number 18. $10, number 18. Next up is this awesome ornament. Now, I have no idea if it's made out of a real egg or not. It's had the, application of the fake snow. But the detail on the inside, look at that. I love it. So much vintage goodness. And it is egg size, so we're looking at like 2 1/2 inches across. And it is $10, number 3. $10, number 3. Set that down gently. Next up is the, oh, hi Roxanne. Yeah, I've lost my pen. That's crazy. Oh, here it is. I have got you down for the egg ornament. Next up is this Knickerbocker Santa mouse. And I found it this way, so I left it on there. Somebody had made sure to tape the Knickerbocker back on there. This was the JCPenney company. Now, he has a break right here in his, what is this, rubber? And his windup does not work. I did not mess around with it. And he's pretty stained. I gave him a wipe down, but obviously you don't want to submerge something like this since he does have the innards up in there that might be fixable. But such a cool little piece. The Knickerbocker, he's this size. Knickerbocker Santa mouse, 4.5 inches tall. And he is just $10, number 11. $10, number 11. Next up, ooh, this one's good. It's lucite. It's got rhinestones, and the pin is like this. So maybe a hat pin, maybe a scarf pin, but it does that ghostly glow that true lucite does, which usually I've only seen in the lucite candles. So amber color. It's just super fun. It is 2 3/4 in length. And that is what it looks like. $12, number 49. $12, number 49. We've got a little more Christmas. This is the Cristal d'Arc, made in France. And I know that because it had a tiny bit of the old sticker still left on it. When I washed it, it fell off. It was just a piece, but I was able to identify it. And this is a heavy piece, but gorgeous. Gorgeous piece of crystal. It's this tall. We're looking at 4.5 inches. Now it's got my fingerprints all over it. It would look so good sitting on one of those color changing lights. But even if you just set a color changing light behind it, I think it would still look really good. And this one, $12, number 36. $12, number 36. Oh, thanks, Roxanne. This is that one that I got at the flea market. It's got blue stones on it, but you guys can't see the blue stones because of my lighting. But I am in love with it. Next up, this was a brand I'd never heard of, but when I started to do some research, realized it was a good brand of costume jewelry. This is a Krementz, Krementz, silver tone heart necklace, and you've got a rectangle. It's never going to focus on, but you've got a rectangle rhinestone in here, and then you've got the rhinestones across the top, and a really cool clasp here. I can't see it. So it comes apart like that. And this is a choker. It would have come with matching screwback earrings, but she didn't have both of them. Oh, that's pretty. Now I gotta find the clasp again. Or maybe I'll just be wearing this the rest of the time. It's just a little pinch clasp. It is stunning. There's no tarnishing or discoloration to it. And it is the length of the chain, 15 inches, because it's 7.5 here. And it is $15, number 81. $15, number 81. Next is this gorgeous handmade ornament. It is signed C.A.S. That's Chris A. Smith and dated 1994. It's up around the rim here. No chips, no cracks. It's just stunning, you guys. Love, love, love it. We're looking at 4.5 inches long if you go all the way to here. I had no idea that it was signed when it is so dark in the flea market building, but of course it was purple and glass, so it caught my eye. I just thought it was stunning. And then I get home and I'm like, holy cow, that is a signed mouth blown glass ornament. And it is $20, number 29. $20, number 29. Next up is, hi Kendra, hi Donna. And if you came in and I missed you coming in, hello, I'm glad you're here. And Donna is going to take that gorgeous, gorgeous ornament. Thank you, Donna. So this style of brooch is from the 1940s. I cannot say that this is from 1940, but it is that same style that was made in the 40s. It has a C clasp. So it's not a rollover clasp. It's just a C clasp. And it is a good size. So it's, let's see, 3 inches by 2.5 inches. So fun wooden horse brooch. And it is $15, number 52. $15, number 52. Oh, Catherine's going to take that. Thank you, Catherine. Next up, this is a very long Trifari. It is signed Trifari. When I cleaned it, I realized that it has these little circles as if it's missing a piece that would have hung down here. So I don't know, but it is very long. So 27 inches, 13.5 plus 13.5. Oh, that's 27. Nice heavy chain. I do believe this is its original chain. So Trifari necklace that's very long. It is $12, number 94. $12, number 94. Then next up, I have little Sarah Coventry. I've actually had this brooch before, but I don't think I had the matching earrings last time. This time I have the matching earrings. So these are, of course, clip back earrings. The metal on the leaves here has a little bit of discoloration. Yeah, I think you can see that. The brooch is not huge. Just a little over 2 inches. And each of the earrings, probably an inch. Yeah, an inch on the earrings. So you will get the entire set, both earrings and the brooch. $12, number 62, and they are marked on the back, Sarah Coventry. $12, number 62. You've seen this one before. It's taken a price cut now. And this is that gorgeous fern leaf box made in England. Upside down. Nice and clean. No chips, no cracks. Even the lid was signed. No chips, no cracks. And it is a nice size. 5.5 inches long, 4¼ inches wide, and 1¼ inches deep. And I think of this more of as a, little jewelry trinket, the extra little things that just gather instead of like a candy box. But it's yours if you buy it. You can do what you want with it. And it has taken a markdown to $10, number 39. $10, number 39. Set that down carefully. Next is this pearl, and I think these beads are glass. They're cold to the touch, they're heavy, and they are hand knotted in between each bead. They're vintage. The clasp does work. My sister had to figure out how to do it for me. And this one looks to be the same size as, yeah, same size as the other one I had earlier. But I love the sound. I love the feel of them. And I didn't know they did these in glass. And as I was doing some research, I found some listed for sale as glass. And I'm like, well, that's what that feels like. So super pretty. $10, number 15. $10, number 15. How about a little Avon? Somebody had this one listed as Moon Glow, and I don't know if that is its original name or if that's just what they were calling it, but that seems like a perfect name to me. So pretty. Got the silver tone, you've got the blue rhinestones, you've got this blue, milky, glowy stone in the center. Avon jewelry is so well made. Look at how thick that is. And 12, so 24-inch chain. Oh, Roxanne's going to take the glass pearl bracelet. Got you down. Yeah, it is so pretty in person. This one is $10, number 7. $10, number 7 for an Avon necklace. And if you're wondering how I have this all sorted, all the jewelry is on a vintage tray in the order that I'm selling it. We've got this gorgeous Bavarian plate with the flowers. And the back says Bavarian, China, Germany. And it does have a little signature right there. It's so delicate. And we're looking at a little more than 8 inches. Just depends on which angle you measure it from. So it's this size plate. Usually I only buy plates that have roses, but these plates were, or these flowers were so delicate. It just caught my eye. No chips, no cracks. Taking a mark down to $8, number 63. $8, number 63. We've got another brooch. And this one looks like a 4-leaf clover, but also looks like a flower at the same time. It's got all these little pieces of metal wire strung in each petal. Here is the back. It's unsigned. It does have a bit of an overhang on the point. And it is $8, number 30. And size-wise, we're looking at 2 inches. $8, number 30 on that one. You've seen this one before. This one also Bavaria. And this is a cigar ashtray, not a cigarette ashtray. The divots are much bigger for cigar ashtrays. No chips, no cracks. It's this size. Widest point, a little over 5 inches. The gold is nice and heavy here, so I don't know that it was ever used. And the pattern is very pretty. Taking a mark down to $8, number 82. Thanks, Roxanne. $8, number 82. Got a little brass angel. Unmarked, probably made in India. Her wings caught my eye. I really just liked that. She is, to the tip of her wing, 6 inches tall. She's this big. $8, number 37. $8, number 37. Got the hand-painted Noritake plate. Shows it there on the back, Noritake. And this pattern caught my eye. Just really liked the color of the sky in this one. This is a littler one than the other plate. 6 1/4 inches. So just a little one. It has taken a mark down to $8, number 93. $8, number 93. Got a couple pair of clip earrings. Some of the jewelry that I bought, I didn't get to pick through. They were like bags. And because I know clip earrings don't sell that well. So these came in one of those bags. I'm lotting them together. I don't know. I may be the only person in the world that still wears clip earrings. But here's the first pair. And they were both blue. So it's a little blue set. And they've got this silver stripe running through the main bead. And here's the back. And I think these said Japan. Yeah. These say Japan on them. And then the second pair are these little starfish danglers. And these, I believe, did not say anything on them. Yeah, nothing on those. So you'll get both sets, $6, number 47. $6, number 47. You've seen this one before, which means it's taken a markdown this time. It is the mid-century Ma Loved Pa plaque. And it is metal. Here's the back. Made in the USA. The colors are nice and vibrant on this one. Sometimes they hang in a kitchen and then they get really faded over time. Colors are vibrant on this one. It's this size. It's the longest point, 5.5 inches. And then a little over 4 1/4 across. Taking a mark down to $6, number 97. $6, number 97. If you saw my haul, then you know I was sad to find out this had a chip when I got it home. I'd even felt the edges and I still missed it. It's just so dark in that building. This is the first time I found crystal that had a sticker that said made in Yugoslavia. So here is the sticker. 24% lead crystal, I believe. Yeah. And then here is the, right above my finger, little chip that I missed. So right there on that edge, the bottom of the trinket box has no chips. So it is just that little right there. I missed it. Because of the little chip, it is only $5. $5, number 27. For a crystal heart-shaped trinket box. Got 2 more items. So if anybody wants me to do a recap, go ahead and put that in the chat now so I know. The Viking nut dish in this light green that has my fingerprints all over it now. It has a little chip as well. The little chip is right there. You do not see it when it is displayed like this. Classic Viking shape there. $5, number 40. $5, number 40 for a little piece of Viking glass. And I see Donna for the rose brooch. Let me find that. All right, Donna, got you down for that. And last item today is the little milk glass toothpick holder. And this is very heavy, very thick milk glass. So even though it's unmarked, it puts me in mind of Westmoreland. Although if it was Westmoreland, it would probably have a lot more embellishment on it. It's this size, your standard toothpick holder. And it's taken a mark down to $5, number 10. $5, number 10. Clink, clink. Looks like nobody needed a recap. Oh, I forgot I had coffee left. It is probably really cold now. Yep, definitely cold. Oh, thanks, Donna. Do you remember me telling you guys about how I had seen the perfect red lipstick on an advent calendar review video, but could not remember which one it was? I've been watching, I just love to have those playing. So I've been watching a ton. Somebody else reviewed the same calendar, and the first thing she pulled out was that red lipstick. And I'm like, that's it. That's the one. Oh, it was an Amazon no brand advent calendar for teen girls that's $35.99. I would be allergic to all of the products in it, but it was the perfect red lipstick. It had kind of a blue undertone. It was a cool tone and not a warm tone. And I have 4 or 5 red lipsticks right now. But I think this one is the shade that I'm always searching for. Marcy, I'm not sure what you were pointing at. If you were pointing out Donna for the rose brooch, I did get that. But if I missed something else, let me know. All right, I'm going to go. And I will probably invoice later today for the items that sold, since I am going to take Dad to another thing tomorrow. Thanks, Marcy. Yeah, I got it. I appreciate that. So be looking for your invoices. Yeah, Donna, Roxanne, Catherine. Oh, good, Donna. I'm glad you got it. It is gorgeous. When I picked it up, originally my intention was to keep it. And then when I realized it was a signed piece, I'm like, oh, no, I've got to sell it. Got to pay the phone bill. All right, you guys have an awesome week, and I'm going to get going on my day. Thanks for spending time with me, you guys.